What's up, guys? So my friend Roberto Rivera reached out to me because recently he's been having issues shooting S-Log3 on his Sony A7 III. The issue is that it flickers red when he's shooting at higher ISOs. The footage that's playing right now is shot at 16,000 ISO, and he asked me to do kind of like a similar situation. So what I did was set up my camera and pointed it into a dark closet, and I shot around the same levels of the ISO just to see if I can get the similar issue. On the back of the screen, it was kind of hard to tell if it was flickering or not because the ISO was so high that the noise was kind of jumping all around. But he said that he can really see it on the back of his screen. So I was like, maybe I'm not seeing it. And so what I also did was I put a lens cap on my camera just to see if I can get a similar result. And the only thing that I can see was that my blacks were purple. I wasn't getting any flickering, but my blacks were definitely purple. So, since I wasn't having a similar issue as him, he reached out to B&H, to which who he bought it from, to see if he can return it, and they would not accept returns for whatever reason. So he reached out to Sony to ask what was going on, and they said that they recently released a new firmware update, of course, the day one firmware, and they said that would possibly fix it or to test it out. He did that, and it didn't work. So what I also did was I also looked at my footage that I shot before, and I shot something at 25,600, and there's no flickering, there's no issues in that. There are the dark deep purples in my blacks, but other than that, there is no issue with my footage. And with shooting with this camera over the past couple of days, I've noticed that I've liked S-Log2 better. The reason is because I found that I can grade it a lot easier than S-Log3. I come from SONY A7iii shooting on my A7R2, but then S-Log2 I feel like I can grade easier on this, and it just holds the detail better than my R2. But then S-Log3 just isn't quite there yet. It might be because of the bit depth or anything like that, but I have yet to really try S-Log2 in low light situations to see if I get that same purple, but I am going to test it out. So since I've liked S-Log2 better, I still need to figure out if it will work in lower light. But since I come from SONY A7iii, I can always jump back to that. And to me, the image is good enough. So with the purples in the S-Log3, I'm not too worried about it because I'm not going to shoot S-Log3. But I have yet to test it out on S-Log2 and SONY A7iii to see if it's across the board. And with all of this, with looking at the footage and all of that, shooting S-Log3 in my dark footage, I've noticed that I might have like a dead pixel. And that, as you can see in the background that's playing right now, that only happens when it's completely underexposed and I'm trying to boost the exposure and it's very tiny. I don't see it on my other footage, on regular footage that's shot at a regular exposure. So I'm not too worried about that. But that's something to definitely look out for to see if there is an issue, because I know some people are picky about it, but to me it doesn't bother me because I don't see it in my other footage, so I don't worry about it. So I've seen other people have like weird banding in the bottom corners or weird like pixel issue in the bottom corners, so I'm not sure if that showed up in mine. I just want to shoot it and see if I like it, and so far I have. But if you have seen any of these issues in your footage, please let us know so that we can figure out what's going on to see if we need to return these or if Sony needs to do something about it or what. Because based on what I've seen, my camera is not doing what my friend's camera is doing. So his may be at faulty and he needs to figure it out and he needs to get that fixed because that's kind of annoying. But anyway, thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video.